There it goes. We're live. So you got to play the video.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. Hey, welcome to West Coast Live.
Yeah.
How's everybody doing tonight? So tonight we have Dylan Dirks with Time to Play. Where are you guys out of again? What state?
Nokomis, Illinois.
Illinois.
Wow, cool.
Illinois. There it is. Super Clean.
Nice. Beautiful.
Super Clean sponsor? Wow. Damn, man. How did you get that?
Used to be.
It used to be.
No. Gotcha.
All right.
Yeah, used to be.
Hey.
So that's
At
good
least,
this weekend.
at least you had one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Voice inside your head. So tell us a little bit about when you guys got started with that truck.
Oh. So we got started with that truck probably 2014. And we had a pro stock truck that we converted up to a mod. And it was getting to the point to where the motor that was in it was too much for the chassis. So we had an opportunity to buy the truck we have now, and it's worked ever since.
Nice. So what truck was it? Was it just a custom build or was it somebody
It
else?
was the old gobbled up truck of the Smith family in Holland, Michigan.
Oh, okay. Right on.
Very good.
Way cheaper doing it that way than trying to just
Oh,
everything
yeah,
built.
yeah.
Yeah.
A lot cheaper doing it that way instead of trying to call
Yeah.
for a chassis.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Time to buy a Barker chassis, and then you guys run out of Sunnies in that, or what? It's in?
Yes, yep. We have signed for 3 years now.
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of guys like them Sunnies. They seem to have very good R&D too. I mean,
Yeah, there's
those
been a lot
I
of.
hear the Breeze
There's
run them, and whenever they have an issue, boy, they're on it like a cheap suit. You know.
Yeah, they've done a lot of stuff to them in the past couple of years where they're basically, you can call and say, I have this wrong. Okay, check this. And
Yeah.
9 times out of 10, it's right.
Nice.
That's awesome. And they're always looking for more power too. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I remember he got one motor back. He says, "Oh yeah, they found 80 more horsepower for me." I'm like, that's a lot. Like they needed it, right? Yeah.
So are you running outlaw rules with a big motor, or are you at the 650 limit?
So this is NTPA. We did run PPL, which does allow bigger cubes,
Right.
but this is an NTPA event, so it's capped off at 650s.
So you're 650. Right on.
Yeah,
Very
the Iowa.
Gotcha.
Yeah, for everybody who doesn't know, they are at Farley, Iowa, at the 300 Raceway, Simon's Big Pot pool this weekend.
$50,000.
Wow.
50,000 to win.
Yeah.
Heck yeah, man. That's awesome. You
So
know how many people
Dylan's going to kick down sponsorship to all of us when he wins that, right?
right? Yeah. No, because then he can pay for his R&D at Sunny's. So how many people you can think going to be in your class?
I think after, let's see, trying to get who all dropped out because of business stuff. I think there's about 20 per night. So 40 overall just dropped down to 22 in the finals. So,
Wow.
That's impressive.
They were searching for one more as of yesterday.
Well, they had a couple more drop out. I know a couple families, it was getting decent weather. They could actually get in the field. So
Right. Yeah.
they're going to stay home and do that, which
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to make your living.
Yeah.
Mhm.
To be able to pay for the pulling truck.
Now, what do you guys do back there for a living, Dylan?
So Dad owns his own mechanic shop. Roger's a welder, and I'm currently in the process of getting on with railroad. So
Very cool.
I don't know. So you're gonna build your own pretty soon, right?
the hopes to buy back the old truck to get it
Yeah.
out instead of sitting in a barn. But
Yeah.
And that's
there you go.
and that's this truck, right?
that's
Yeah.
the one.
Cool.
That's neat looking.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
another
would
picture
like
right here.
I would.
that. I like it too, actually. I like the old body styles.
Yeah, they're pretty cool.
Yeah, I don't like this new stuff. It's
Right? Yeah.
like, come on, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's see.
Right. Drive it off the showroom floor. Let's go pulling.
Right. Yeah. No kidding.
So I grabbed this picture. Now, who's all in this picture here?
So that would be Dad's on the left, I'm in the middle, and then that's my mom and my sister.
Nice.
Nice.
So
Very good.
that was one of the rare occasions we did family pictures. I'm like, let's do the pulling truck.
Right?
Everybody
Yeah.
had to do it. So
Hey, that's when you know it's a pulling family, man. When you do that,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, we got a lot of pictures of our family in front of the pulling truck.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yep.
Yep.
No, it's neat.
Well, I think Jason was born in his pulling truck.
Pretty much. Pretty much. My
Might have
sister.
been conceived there. I don't know. But
Yeah, we don't know. No, I was around, but after it was built.
Sorry, this is where we get a little
Now, my
excited.
sister, I can't vouch for that. She's younger than I am, and it was.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
You just never know.
You
I know
don't.
you guys miss me. I wasn't on 2 weeks ago, so they missed me. So I had to
Yeah.
So then you also do a little bit of playing with the little ones too.
Oh,
sweet.
nice.
Heck
yeah,
yeah.
that's
Sweet.
what I got my feet wet. That actually happened to be a tractor. I was getting ready to be outlawed in the club we ran. So the guy contacted my grandpa about it. They traded tractors.
Huh.
And we painted it, put deep graphics on it, and it probably had the oldest motor in that class. Probably 25 years old, older than me at the time. And would still go out and lay down good passes. So
Nice.
Look at the little rollers on the weight box.
Yeah,
That
no,
is
that's what I was
awesome.
gonna say.
I love
Look at
it.
the little rollers
there
in
was
the box.
a lot
That's-
of people that gave us shit over that. And I'm
Really?
like, dude, I was
It's
like,
awesome.
wait, we're gonna get to a spot where it makes sense.
Yeah.
Everybody was having issues getting the trailer because they bought them out. Ours just
Right.
rolled right in, and they're like,
Yeah,
that's
rolls right in. Smart. Yeah.
That weight bar's way out there too. That's awesome.
Think smarter, not harder.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we got a kid out here building a sled for the tractors like that for his college project.
Oh yeah.
Trevor Massetti.
Yeah.
So his dad already owns 2 sleds, but Trevor's building one for his college project. So it's kind of cool.
That's so cool. Yep.
Yeah.
yeah, that's really cool.
So you guys still run that or?
Those have been parked for a couple of years now.
Okay. Yeah.
It kind of became when they jumped to PPL more. I went with them more, started learning more on the truck, and those kind of got parked. And
Yeah.
they still sit in the back with the cover on them. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how many events do you guys go to typically every season? Quite a few.
we,
Or?
go to- we typically we ran PPL pass I think since 2015.
Mhm.
Doing the Grand National Circuit this year, so that'll be different. But normally about anywhere from 13 to 15 hooks a year.
Nice.
The number of venues could differ because 2-night events, 1-night events, but normally you get about 13, 14 hooks on the motor in a year.
How many hours away do you travel, like say for this year with NGPA?
It's
Which
about
was
the same, really. It's anywhere between 4 to 8 hours.
Okay.
The closest ones being here at Brandenburg, Kentucky, about 4 hours apiece. But other than that, it's all about anywhere from 6 to 8 hours, depending on where we're heading.
About the same as us then out here. Not
Yeah,
for
we were
John.
actually Dylan and I and Wyatt Shuttle and Trevor or Travis were talking the other night on TikTok Live. We are talking about the traveling and stuff like that, and You know,
Yeah, we
we
get
do
pretty-
more of the traveling. The difference between their travel and our traveling is we're doing it for one night, where they're getting a lot more multiple hooks in that one same travel.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I got this big mountain to go over every time.
Yeah, you do. There's a big mountain too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's real good on brakes.
Yeah, for sure.
But,
Yeah, he has to climb over a big mountain to get to the pool, and then he has to pull a big mountain whenever he
man,
gets
I
to the
got to
pool.
put up with these guys, you know. It's a lot to deal with.
It's not so bad.
No, not at all.
I wouldn't trade it for anything.
Yeah.
Wouldn't trade it for anything.
So that means you guys running for a points series then, or
yeah,
just-
yeah,
Okay. Right on.
yeah. We joined it, and we're kind of like we're getting to the point like in PPL where we didn't have the big motor, so we're like, hey,
Right.
let's try into you know, let's try
Yeah.
there, see how it goes, and if it goes well, keep going there. If not, just kind of pick and
Yeah.
choose at that point. You know,
Sure.
Right.
Sure.
Yeah.
So then, are you
Right on.
guys aiming to go? You guys going to Bowling Green this year?
yep, it'll be a first time.
Awesome.
Nice.
You get a lot first off the list, actually. Toma, hopefully Chapel Hill, and Bowling Green. So
Yeah. Those are good ones.
That's so cool.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Definitely an experience you'll never forget, right?
Oh man. Yep.
That's a bucket list item
Yeah.
for
Any-
us. For
Any
us out here.
chance, any chance they let you drive?
probably start once I get to work on the railroad more and paying more
Oh.
into it. Then I'd probably get a chance.
Oh,
but,
gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's understandable. I mean,
So
these things are not cheap.
no,
No.
not at all.
No.
So that's cool.
Yeah. Very good.
So what do you do on the truck?
So you said there's 4. Go ahead. Go ahead.
What do you do on the truck anyways? I mean, do you help them do tire pressure or help them load or read the track form?
I'm gonna do like read the track, do the gearing, kind of discuss driving styles.
Nice.
I mean, here it can be some nights you're on a track where there's one line every 3 feet across the track, or it's hey, you gotta just basically bend it over for 75 feet. And
Yeah, we get some of those.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
We know how that rolls.
Starting lines, junk.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
But everybody has the same track, so it's not like the
Well,
same-
we always say there's 3 major things in pulling. One is same scale,
Yeah.
same sled, same track.
Yep. It's
Yep.
how,
That's it.
how you adjust your truck and pick a line.
And your
Rest
driving
is up
style.
to you.
Yeah. Mhm.
Rest is up to you.
Yep.
It's up to you. Yeah. And if everything goes
So
bad,
it's-
you blame the driver.
Yeah. It's all the driver. Yep.
No, if
Yep.
everything goes bad, we always blame it on Chris. Jason, come on. We don't blame it
No,
on Chris.
come on, no.
That's
You know,
fine.
he didn't eat his Snickers that day or something.
That's
Yeah.
before the pool. That's not during.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes after too. So you said there's 40 some trucks there at Iowa. We know a couple of them in your class. Johnsons are there, and by the way, we gotta say happy birthday to Rick because it's his birthday
Yeah.
today.
Yeah.
Rick
Bad bow
Johnson,
tie.
but
Mr. Bad Bow Tie.
they're out
Yeah.
there. What other ones? What other ones are out there that are registered to pull in Iowa this year?
let's see.
Did Holman's
Mangan's
make it?
No, Holman's didn't sign up.
Oh, really?
bummer. Bummer.
Yeah,
I know Ben
Megan.
Jammon's there.
Mangan's too. Mainly most of your Grand National points chasers and a couple, the G&K trucks from Kentucky are there.
Yeah. Renegade and Just in Time.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
I think they
Yeah.
got the new truck out too one more time.
Oh, one more time. Yeah.
So, and there's
What about? Well, I know Simon Says there, of course.
mhm.
No, I expect if you guys go and win this thing, I expect to see that check glued on the front of that weight box where it's empty right now. That's what I expect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You won
Like
the
Like we were
lottery.
talking,
Like I said, I don't even know I don't even know what the initial reaction would be, but I kind of was like, if we do win that, I don't want to just magnet it on there for the rest of the season.
Yeah.
If we get last every hook, I don't care. It's just, hey, I won
Right.
that.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's awesome.
I just hope we make the finals. That's
Heck
really
yeah.
all right now. And then hopefully once that's accomplished, then it's move on to where you want to try to place.
Cool.
Right. That's
Now,
awesome.
your guys' first hook is tomorrow or Friday?
Tomorrow. Yeah, number 2 out of the hole tomorrow, which I don't
Wow.
like.
Number 2. No pressure.
Yeah. None.
Yeah, especially the first guy drops and got to watch 19 more.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's actually not a bad draw. I don't know if you'd want to be number 1 because, what if the sled's wrong or anything like that? Then,
Too much pressure at number 1, man.
yeah.
We've never ran into that problem before.
Yeah.
Twice
That's like
in the one pool.
Yeah.
We was up at Rockwell, Iowa last year, and we drew number 1. We go out to I think 346, and we're like, that's the farthest pass we've ever made. Like, be dumb not to keep it.
Right.
But kept it and fell back to I think 15th, and it's like what do you do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
don't know, They might have the sled heavy on you that night on everybody. You
Right.
just don't know. Yeah.
Well, we had it happen to us in Sublimity, Oregon, a couple years ago, where I was the ace. I was the first puller out, and we got six pullers deep when the sled broke,
Yeah. Yeah.
and
The first sled broke.
the
Yeah.
first sled
Yeah.
broke.
Yeah.
There's 18 in the class that night, and sled breaks. The promoter comes to me and says, "Hey, we're going to re-pull everybody. Do you want the ace again?" I go, "Yeah, I'm going to start back over where I started." So then we started the whole class back over after everybody cooled down. Went out there again, laid down a pass I didn't think was going to stick, and then got down to three trucks left, and the second sled broke.
And I was one of them that didn't get the pull and had to go home.
Oh, so
Listen,
you-
You
Listen
wouldn't
to him
have
for
anyway.
4 years about winning up there.
Better being one of them that went home broken. We were one of those. Yeah.
I did that too that year before, I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
we also got lucky up there a few times. So I mean,
Mhm.
it's all good.
Yeah. That was different now with the
Yeah.
speed sled too.
Yeah, we know that.
So
ace,
yeah, that first puller out when you got a long list of trucks and
yeah.
is oof. We had it also happen to us in Winnemucca during the pandemic. Was we were only able to travel to pull. I was the first puller out in Winnemucca and laid down a pass like 377 with the smallest motor in the class. And Eric Cabral's coming up behind me with a 650 Sunnies in the next
Yeah.
pass, and the promoter looks at one of the guys alongside the fence and goes, "Do you think I ought to reset that sled?" And Nick's answer was, "Man, I hated to say it, but that's the smallest motor, and Cabral's going to put that sled in turn 3 if you don't reset it."
Yeah. Yep. And he would have. Eric's a good driver, and he would have.
Yeah.
He would have
That's
made
funny.
a lap with that. So around a horse track,
Yeah.
So yeah, that setting first puller can be nerve wracking.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and then like you say, Dylan, I mean, you first pull her out and you feel like, God, that was a sweet run, and then you're watching people go by you, and you're like, what the hell? Yeah. I thought I was kicking ass. Not anymore.
Well, you build them a road. See, that's
Yeah,
that's
absolutely.
the excuse. Oh, I showed them where to go. you
Yeah, I
know?
showed exactly where to go. Dang it. Yeah, for sure.
Well,
That's what-
speaking of building roads and hauling dirt and everything else, our second guest is all sitting here in the green room, sitting there staring at me. He's smiling right now, and unfortunately, we got a hold of his CB handle too. So
Yes, we did.
let me get him on here. Here comes old Corn Cob.
Corn cob.
Corn cob.
Yeah.
You got it.
We need an explanation for that now.
Man, you done some research there to figure out
Oh,
that
yeah,
there,
yeah.
huh?
Yeah, I happened to see one of them old videos, and I'm like, aha, I got something now. Paul, how are you?
I'm good. How you guys doing?
Good, man. So this
Good.
is Paul Barcelos Senior, right? With
Yeah.
with the Portuguese Pounder. So it's a
Yes,
twin
sir.
engine modified,
Oh, right on.
and it's running good now.
Yeah,
Really good.
we've burned a lot of pistols, that's for sure, for a while, but we're finally getting it dialed in.
Yeah,
So-
she's running really good.
Oh,
Beautiful
yeah, I
tractor.
remember that one. Yep.
Yeah, she's a
Yep.
beautiful tractor.
That's right. You guys' first hook was GSI last year, right?
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember
That was
talking to you down there. Yeah.
Yeah.
First hook, first time for me to drive anything like that, you know.
Yeah.
So it was a lot of firsts there that weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
First
Learning.
time to throw a rod through the block there, you know, on our second
Right.
night pulling. So I mean, yeah, we experienced a lot of
no
firsts
time
there.
blowing his first motor.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, I think this is the first picture of it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Is that
sweet.
GSI?
Yeah.
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 Yeah, it was Friday
That's
night there.
sweet. Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
it's fun though.
So the little story I heard was that your wife said if you blow up another motor, that she's going to buy you a pedal tractor.
Yeah, that's exactly right. She reminds me of that every time we work on that thing, you know. So yeah, the good thing is she's really enjoying it too, just as well. So you know, she likes it. So
Good.
it's been a little easier, but she likes to throw that at me quite a bit. So
That's awesome.
all right.
There's Brian, Brown and Paul. Yep.
Well, time out. Let's go back to corn cob. Can we explain that one?
Well, I'd like to say it might be perverted, but it's really not. It's actually back in my younger years when I was super shy, you know. And well, you wouldn't think that now, but yeah, when I was younger in school, I was pretty dang shy, you know, and hardly say a few words to a girl or anything, you know. So it was interesting. Trucking turned me around, but yeah, I was in high school. We're playing football, and I got a good friend of mine. You know, we're in the locker room changing and getting ready to go out to play, and he's like, you know what? You look like you're corn fed. I'm going to call you corn cob, you know? And so it kind of just, it went on from there because I was born and raised on the dairy and farming. That's what we always did with my family, you know, and I think that had something to do with it. So anyways, he nicknamed me corn cob, and it just stuck. So we went all the way through, and then I got involved with trucks, and well, you got to have a CV handle. So I couldn't think of anything. I thought, you know what? I'll just call my CV handle just corn cob, right? And your mind can go however direction you want to go all over the place. But, you know,
That's awesome. That's
keep
awesome.
in mind, I'm a Portuguese, so we
Yeah.
don't have long legs. So
Yeah.
That's awesome. That is awesome.
So I guess I'm not subbing in driving that tractor then because it can't fit.
hey, you're a big strong guy just like myself. So you know, we kind of, when I got that tractor, I had my fabricator there, Dale. You know, we kind of worked on that thing a little bit, and we had to spread that cage out just a little bit so I can fit.
Yeah.
And we made a new seat pan that's more comfortable for us strong guys, right?
Yeah.
You know,
Oh,
and
nice.
it was made for not very well. The guy that had the Craig Corzine, he's the one that had that tractor originally. He's a big
Oh
dude,
yeah,
but
he's not very
You know,
big. Yeah.
somehow he fits in that seat, and it was a little bit uncomfortable to me. So he made a new seat pan, and then he made an arm to pull the steering wheel and all the controls away from my belly, so it's all nice and comfortable there for me. You know, so
Good deal. Good.
What
deal.
was the name of that tractor beforehand?
that was called Second Degree Burn.
Second degree burn.
Now, Dylan, did you guys ever see that one run back there?
Yeah, actually, Craig's not. He's
probably-
Craig Corzine had that tractor. Yeah,
20-30 minutes down the road for me. So
Oh wow.
I guess he
Oh,
got
okay.
I guess he quite a bit.
yeah, yeah.
Cool.
No, there's a good people there. I mean, we had a good conversation while I was on my way up there to pick up a trailer for the Italian Stallion, you know, and
Yeah.
ended up putting the deal together, loaded up, and brought it back. And it was red originally, you know, second degree burn. It was just a darker red
Yeah.
versus, you know, our color scheme is, you know, it's a Coke red is our color. So
Yeah.
nice and bright. So we change everything around to fit our program, you know.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
It's beautiful, man. It's beautiful.
That's
Let me get
cool.
a chance to look at it up close. It is a gorgeous tractor.
It is.
Yeah, thank
It
you.
is.
Yeah.
Yep.
Very pretty.
Yeah.
so far we've been burning all these pistons, you know, every pull, and
We get oil splattered all over the place. So we've done a lot of washing on this sucker here, you know. But this last weekend, we've been doing a lot better now and changed some fuel lines because we had one that's coming apart on the inside, and that's what was creating all of our problems as it's deteriorating, right, and plugging up nozzles. So that problem solved. So this last weekend here, we tore everything down and put some new head gaskets. So hopefully we won't be leaking a bunch of oil anymore. And I got motivated, and I just started polishing, started waiting for Jason, my son. He's working on the motors and stuff, and I was kind of waiting for something else to do. So I was like, I've just got the polish out, and I just started wiping down all the parts. It's like, all right, this looks a lot better now. So it'll be shiny for Stockton.
That's
Very good.
That's
Cool.
welcome to truck pulling right there. That's what we do. Polish these things up so the crowd loves it, you know?
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, you know, everybody's got their thing, what they like, you know. I mean, each to their own.
Right.
We like the trucks to be nice and shiny. If the drivers take care of them, you know, they stay that way. And the ones that don't take care of it all kind of fades out to just regular aluminum, and that's it, you know. And we just like things to look right, you know, for us, you know. And so, it's a whole family affair on this deal now. It's I call it bonding time. You know, the kids are like, we just got to create another job for us to do. I was like, that's bonding time, you know. I mean,
that's all right. There's a lot worse things they could be doing, right?
Well, that's right. Yeah. You know, I mean, it's either working on trucks or when we're done with that, now we can work on the tractor, you know, and get it ready to go. So it's fun. Work hard, play hard. I mean, it's a good time, actually.
Yeah, for sure.
So,
I can't wait to see some Portuguese Pounder T-shirts for sale pretty soon, you know?
what? That's coming. That's coming. We actually got the design already made, you know, so we got a couple of designs there to go on some shirts, and we just haven't made the shirts yet, but we got that part of it done anyway, so that'll be
nice. Beautiful family there.
Yeah, thank you.
That's
That's everybody there. So if you look at that picture there, my wife and I are in the middle. I'm holding Jace. That's the first first grandson, and then to the left of my wife, that's Chevelle. That's my daughter-in-law. She's married to my youngest son, Jason, and she's holding Sadie, which Sadie's about 11 months younger than Jace. And then to the right of me, that's my oldest son, Paul Jr., and he's holding Frankie Ray. That's his first kid there, baby girl, you know. And then his wife is Logan. So
that is awesome.
All of us.
Cool.
Paul Jr. Actually, they broke the news to us here not too long ago, and she's got another one in the oven. So
Nice. Very good.
Nice.
Yeah. So it's pretty neat. You know, I mean, for me, we always work hard and keep going, but it's
Charles.
you know, I never thought about grandkids being that special. Your kids are special, of course, you know, but you're younger, you're busy working and generating, trying to survive and feed everybody, right? But grandkids come along, boy, that's pretty special, more than words can say as far as that goes, you know. So
No,
that's neat. Yeah,
it's kind of neat, and they all love the tractor pull, so they all get excited. It's pretty good. The grandson is really excited. He's obsessed with it, actually. You know,
Good.
so
good.
Yeah, but
the family affair stuff. That's awesome, man. Yep.
it is. Yeah, it's fun. So
The more they get, the more they have
Got a comment for Dylan real quick. Cody's popping in here. Do they have the track covered?
As far as I know, no, but I just popped my head outside and it's beautiful weather, so I don't.
No rain. Good.
No, nothing. It's
Good deal.
feels good. Actually, it was really hot earlier.
Yeah.
Is Skuzak's coming up there too?
He's coming with O'Connor's
Oh, okay.
with their 2 trucks.
Nice. Cool.
yeah,
Lots of trucks up there, man. It's gonna be something.
Yeah.
Paul should go up there, I guess, huh? Go to Iowa.
I wouldn't mind going back there go
Yeah.
pulling. Once we get dialed in a little bit better here, and
Right.
maybe next year. You never know. You know, we got a lot of stuff going on here for us in the business and all, kind of tied down a little bit, you know. But get the tractor dialed in. Once we got that, I'd like to go back there and do a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. That'd be cool.
Yeah, you know, it'd be fun.
Yep.
It's a lot of fun. It's an experience, and then you get to know a lot of people.
Yeah.
You get to know a lot of people.
Yeah, we met people in Illinois that we still talk to today. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of the fun part, right? I mean, you know, there's some of us that don't like to talk a lot, and that's okay too, right? You know, but what I see, I mean, you got a lot of good people in the sport, you know, and I mean, at least out here on the West Coast, I remember seeing these things when I was small, and it kind of faded away, and now I feel like maybe it's getting a little bit more traction, starting to get going better, so that's a good thing. But it's, no matter who it is, you're out there, everybody's there to have a good time. And yeah, we all get frustrated sometimes, when things don't go right or whatever, but I mean, everybody's willing to help each other out. And, if you needed something, you're there,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you're competitors, but at the same time, it's more than that too. So it's fun. I've lost a lot of pulls already so far, right? I have not got first yet at all. So that's on the agenda, right? So we've got the second.
You got Melanesia shaking though. He's like, man.
So it's fun, It's I mean, we're making some progress. I mean, win or lose, it's still a great
time. Yeah, exactly.
I remember Madera when we first pulled the first time Friday night. Well, I was nervous as a whore in church,
So I remember talking to you. You're like,
yeah. The Saturday night, you're all excited, right? You kind of got to feel for it a little bit, and man, we put our rod through the block, and you would have thought I won the thing anyways, because I was still excited. So it was a good time. But it'd be cool once we get there. I mean, we're nipping on there. I mean, I see Steve every day. He's out here. We do business together and everything like that, and we see him every day and we talk. We go to these pools. We run together and do all that stuff, and it's just fun.
It's good.
I don't care. I just
camaraderie between everybody. Yeah,
it is.
well, and that's it too. I mean, the class, that class wasn't small to begin with, but now it just seems like that class is just exploding. The 7400
the twin engine
modified class out here is just increasingly. All the classes are actually picking up quite a bit.
Yeah,
they're starting to get up there, and then it's fun. It really depends on each person and what where they want to be. Where do you want to go pulling at? I guess and I think this point series here, it's a good thing. I mean, maybe some don't like it, but it creates a little bit of excitement. There's a chance to win a little something there at the end. A little bit more than average. So I mean, why not? I mean, you can win every single thing and be first place. It never justifies for everything you put into these things, anyways, for parts and everything else, right?
Yeah.
You're not pulling to make money. That's for sure.
No, heck no. But you gotta. For me, it's always been business all the time. Even when the kids are younger and we go camping at the coast and riding, the razors or sand cars and all that. And that was always fun. You're always working on stuff all the time. So it never seemed to be a vacation, but it's good times. And now I started with this tractor pull. And that's the one thing I can say that when I go pulling out there with all you guys, I don't think about business. It's kind of like,
there you go. Yeah.
Mind for a bit, and
it's just sanity back. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good. Yep.
Just kind of clear your head for a little bit. You're doing something you enjoy. You're not thinking about all the stress and everything else you got going on, right? So it's a good time,
Right.
So
Yep.
So I guess it's therapy too. So that's what I got. Therapy.
Throttle therapy, we call that. Yep.
Yeah, that's right.
Alcohol or methanol therapy.
Yeah.
Methanol therapy.
It's exciting. Fire the things up. I mean, it's good.
Paul, when did you get started in pulling? Was this your first thing doing, or did you pull before?
I've never pulled. Yeah,
really?
I've never pulled.
You just hopped right in a twin engine modified.
Yeah. I remember talking to you at GSI. I'm like, wait a minute.
First time pulling. That's awesome.
Hey, and you're jumping into a twin engine at GSI? Holy crap.
Yeah.
Here we go. Sink or swim, right?
That's right. If you're going to do it, just jump in and just go for it, right? I mean,
one or the other. Head first, man. You did it.
Yeah. No, that's fun. It's just
that's awesome.
Go for it, It's just what I look at.
Yeah.
But,
now, this question's for Dylan. Got a question for Dylan on here.
Rebuild?
Or is this for Chris? That's for Chris.
Oh, yeah,
for me.
That's for you.
Well, we made a pass and it held together, so I'm okay with that. We're coming to Stockton, so we'll see what it does when we have air.
Yeah.
We have air.
And I just started thinking about because this is the first time we're having West Coast and Midwest together here on the show and stuff like that. And Dylan and you and I had talked about this the other night was weather. We don't have to worry about that out here where you guys can get rained out in an instant this time of year. But the one thing we deal with a lot out here is temperature. We can be sitting at 100-foot elevation, sea level, basically, and the temperature outside be 110, and put us at a 4,000 foot corrected elevation.
Yeah.
Where you guys get the humidity and you guys get rained out or the moisture. You know, I guess we each have our evils dealing with at these events.
Yeah, for sure.
And getting your haulers out. I've seen in some places that get so wet you guys can't even get your haulers out of the place.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Crazy. So much rain.
Yeah.
We've gotten rained out a few times on the West Coast, but not very often.
Yeah. Yeah. We get rained out more up here than you guys do down there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think when I had a chance to rain, what was that in February during the World Ag Expo, the farm show pulled there? I mean, it got done just in time, so it worked
Yeah.
out. But that's
February, that's like
it.
flipping the coin. You just never know.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, in the past, you could almost guarantee farm show time you're going to get some rain no matter what, But then it
Yeah.
changes always
One-
dry.
One day out of the 3 days of the farm show, there's always a rainstorm.
Yeah,
Always.
so we can always use a lot more water, but
Yeah.
the Lord knows what we got coming for all of us. So we'll see what happens on that part. But
Yep.
it's tough for everybody. A lot of everybody farming down here. I mean, John knows. It's tough. This whole water situation. Just not making it any better.
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
Right.
For sure.
no,
Right.
Well, should we start the game?
Sure.
Yes, sir.
We
You know about this, Dylan?
I did not know about this.
He plays his video of somebody pulling, and then we have to guess the distance.
Yep. Without going over.
Without going, don't even go over an inch because I've done it several times, and these guys cheat. So,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, closest
Yeah,
not going over gets the point.
Yep.
Like Cody says, like Toma always rains
Yep.
one day.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
But
Crazy.
yeah, closest without going over.
Yep.
Here's the intro. Guess the distance. You got 3 Fords and a Dodge. I just noticed that. I don't know why I did that.
Because Fords are awesome, man. I don't
Here we go.
hey, I
Yeah, but
agree
you
with
know
you,
what?
Chris. I mean, it's
Yeah.
Ford, so
See there, look at Paul. I knew I liked him.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know
Hey,
what? We're gonna.
I just learned here probably about a year ago that my wife does not like Fords. And
What?
Atta girl.
We've been married 30 years, and I never knew that.
Wow.
Nice.
You have to get her a one-way ticket somewhere, huh?
Yeah, I thought, man, well, this is interesting. I learned something here.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
That's funny.
So, well, we have, surprisingly enough, the first puller is Turlock, California,
Sam Pitt.
and it's going to be a Dodge.
Oh God.
Almost.
That's Arnold Ave. That's the old Wild Hare.
That's
That
a
sounds
very famous
Yeah.
old Dodge.
The Wild Hare. That's Dan Coelho's old truck he ran on United States Hot Rod Association.
Yeah,
But,
Grand
yeah.
National champion.
National champion. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
That was Arnold Avila driving it. And who's going first? Go ahead.
So first out of the gate is going to be Chris.
Oh. 276.
Gisher.
I'm gonna go with 295.
Paul.
275.
I
Dylan.
probably went over a foot, huh?
Playing it safe, yeah.
292.
292. Well, the distance on that one for Utterly Wild was 297.65.
Dylan.
Gisher,
Gisher. Oh, what?
295.
He cheated. He cheated.
Yep.
All right, the
You're
next
looking-
one, the video is going to be a little sideways because I couldn't get it twisted over, but it was sent to us. It's a familiar. Oh, wait a minute. Let's go back. Hold on. We got to go look at everybody's guesses here real quick. I forgot to do that. Vinodol is the only one that guessed it at 270.56. Vinodol
Very,
likes
very
it with decimal points.
Very specific. Very specific.
So here's Candy Reedy with the prosecutor. Only her third run on the truck after they got it.
That's up in Wisner.
Oh, I love how everybody's heads are like this.
It's like, oh,
That's really tough one right there to figure that one out.
yeah. Oh.
So first out of the gate this time, Jason.
326.
Paul.
Yeah, it's 300.
Dylan.
297.
Chris.
301.
So Candy sent me this one, and in her description, she said, you can use this video, but there's a chance that Jason might remember the distance.
That's funny.
So Vinodol says 315, but it shows how Jason's memory is not that good.
Oh, no, it's horrible. Absolutely horrible.
But he was close. 328.
Oh, see?
Dang.
Jason again.
I saw him looking at his wrist.
Nope.
Yep, looking at his watch. Somebody
He
telling
said
him.
he doesn't know those.
All right. So our next
I
one
mean, I don't cheat.
is going to
Your nose is growing.
our next one is going to be Swiss Power
Nice.
for at the Pullers Championship, Nashville, Illinois in 22.
Oh, sweet.
Oh,
Sweet.
wow. Wow.
Woohoo! That's a nice run.
It runs good when all four of them are running.
Right. Be nice. Be
I'm
nice.
trying. You know, if he's listening, he knows I'm teasing him.
Poor Jared.
Yeah.
He can take it.
Poor
Yeah,
Jared.
he does.
Poor
Yeah.
Jared.
Poor
All
Jared.
right. So this time we're going to start off with Paul.
290.
Dang, get my number.
Yeah.
Dylan.
295.
Chris.
291.
God, you guys.
Hey, great minds think
Boy, you
alike.
get to slap him. You get to slap him, Paul, on Friday. Jason.
Hey, if I'm a foot over, he won anyway. So
Right? Yeah. We'll go 296. Go on the high side. I don't think it's right though. I think it's
might
like
be
two.
the way your luck's going tonight.
Jason, look at your watch. See what it tells you.
Yeah, let's see what.
Yeah.
Dave says 295. And this is the other part of this. We didn't explain in the rules, Dylan, was if you guys all go over, I get a point.
Wait, what? That's a new rule.
He makes it up as he goes.
I got a point.
Yeah.
275.93.
Oh wow, way off.
No. Well, we were given the benefit of the doubt.
That's all right.
I'll give you a hint because Paul, Jason, and Dylan have never seen this track. this track, that this next one we're going to play, maximum that you can get out of it is 200 feet. Maximum.
Okay.
Plymouth.
Short one.
Chris has a fairly good love with this track
I do.
because it's one of the first ones he's went to.
It's a love-hate relationship is what it
Yeah, pretty much.
is.
Right here in California.
Sand pit of California right there.
Yeah, that is the
Plymouth.
sand pit in California.
Plymouth, California.
So we're going to start off with Dylan.
173.
Chris,
176.
Jason,
170.
Paul,
177.
I went down, you went up.
197,
169.
169. So that night, 3D with Larry Lopes driving it went 178. Paul got it.
Bingo. Huh?
Nice. Nailed it.
Paul got it.
Damn it, Paul. You got 1 foot thing.
Right.
That was the 2018 pull at Plymouth. That's the one that was the first hook with my truck. We won it that night. And the first words out of my dad's mouth when he saw that I beat my brother's truck goes, "What broke on your brother's truck?"
Oh, ouch.
It was popping and farting. So.
Shooting ducks.
The rev limiter, probably.
Yeah.
All right. Now this one I chose specifically for the Duck because it's his favorite truck.
Oh, waiting
It's
around.
Favorite truck.
Ooh.
No, it's not a mod.
Oh, come on.
It's not a mod. Yeah,
Huh.
it's his favorite truck, and this is at the Pullers Championship in Nashville.
Jumping Jack Flash.
Yeah, dog.
That's a good running forward, boy.
Yeah, for sure.
So, is that a
So
normal size track there?
Oh,
Yeah.
boy.
Yeah.
yeah,
I've never seen anything so
TPC.
sticky in my life.
Sticky, sticky, sticky.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah,
You would need all the weight you have all on the front.
Yeah.
It's so sticky. It's incredible.
you guys went there in 23, didn't you guys, Dylan? Or no?
No, last time we pulled there was 21. 21 or 22.
Then it was a little sandier then.
Yeah. That track's always been hit or miss when it comes, depending on what time of year you're there.
Well, they got in hauling in a bunch of clay before we got there.
Yeah.
And
It's,
they added that Lucas stuff to it. It was like sticky. Like
yeah.
you'd be 6 foot tall if you were 5 foot tall when you started walking.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was sticky.
Yep.
So
Is that
we're
aggravating?
starting off.
Hook to your boots.
Yeah.
We're starting off with Chris on this one.
Uh-oh.
Jack Flash.
Yeah. I think he was like 280.
Jason.
283.
Paul.
281.
Yeah.
Come on, Dylan.
Dylan.
308.
Oh wow.
He might have it though. I don't know. He might
Yeah, he went pretty good.
So we have one. We have a guess here, 269, and give it to Dylan.
Yeah.
309, 309.53.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
He did go through over 300 feet. Wow.
Very
That must
good.
have been a couple years ago.
309.53.
That wasn't the year we were there.
No, that was the year that was 22. Was when
Okay.
we were there.
Yeah, years
That was when we went with Jared. All right, we're gonna go down to a street class, and this is gonna be Turlock, and this is actually gonna be one of the trucks that was built right here in this shop.
Old Miller time.
Miller time.
Which
Now
is his
we're
birthday.
gonna start. We're gonna start off with Gisher.
282.
Paul.
295.
Dylan.
280.
280. Chris.
294.
You cut your own throat this time.
Not if he was a foot over.
Very true. Very true. So Miller time went 299.57. Goes to Paul.
Oh, damn. I did cut my own throat.
You're the winner. Get your chicken dinner.
Paul guessed both of the most sandiest tracks we have, right?
That's funny.
That's
lost Dylan.
Lost Dylan.
Huh.
So the next one is going to be back at Nashville, Illinois in 22. And it's our good old friend from Wisconsin.
Wisconsin.
Wisconsin. And it's going to be old Schultzy.
The Remedy.
The Remedy.
All right, here goes Jason Schultz, Richmond Center, Wisconsin, in the Remedy.
Nice.
I think they won that night, actually. There he is.
I'll tell you after. I'll tell you after.
Okay.
So let's start off with Paul.
310.
Dylan.
Your turn, Dylan. He's got his mic on mute.
Oh, does he? Or do I got it on mute? Let's see. Unmute Mike.
I think he's frozen. I think he's frozen too.
Yeah, he's been having some internet issues here.
Well, they might have the storm coming in.
Yeah. Chris.
He went way out there. I'm thinking 355.
Shit. Well, that just completely screwed my thought up. I was going to go under Paul, but now I don't know if I'm going to do that now.
He pulled a Kevin on you there, dude.
Wow, man. What the hell?
I was looking at my wrist.
yeah.
He pulled a Kevin on you.
Yeah.
All right, Jason.
All right, 320.
Yeah, Dylan just sent a message said weather is getting bad here. It booted me offline. Yeah, thanks, Dylan, though, for coming on. It was awesome
Yeah.
having you on here.
Yes, thank you, Dylan.
And
Thank you.
send me a message. Let me know how you guys do tomorrow.
Yeah, please do. Yeah.
Vinodol 317 is what his guess is. So pretty sure that was the night he turned down. He was first hook, turned it down. Doug Borth, myself, and one other guy had to sit there for 30 minutes with blowers on the motor to try to cool it down for him to make that second pass. And
So
he
which
went,
distance are you giving us?
Yeah.
that one.
Oh, okay.
He went 321.69.
I think that was the second pass. I think the first pass was that one, and he was so.
That's awesome.
That was pretty good.
321.69. That's the old remedy, not the new remedy.
Right. Yeah.
That's the one that I think it was about a month later ran wild on him.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think. Yeah. I remember that. I remember seeing that video. That's crazy.
Yeah, Schultz drove that video there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
It's probably, I think the last time
I don't think
drove,
he drove
time,
the new
yeah.
one yet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
went to high-tech red. They bought the high-tech redneck. Now it's a remedy. And they
He hasn't driven that one.
no, he hasn't. His dad has though. They ran it just last weekend.
Yeah. Yeah. His dad does a great job.
Yeah, his dad and Doug drive it.
Doug
Now
Borth.
Scrappy's
Well,
back
Doug
out.
does?
So.
And
I
Scrappy's
didn't know
back
Doug
out.
was driving it. That's cool.
No, Doug Meisinger.
Oh,
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
but
Remember,
Yeah,
we
I
were
knew
in the
that.
trailer with them. They were talking about it.
I did know that. Yeah.
yeah, Scrappy's a bad son of a gun, boy.
So our next two
Hair
is
dryer.
our favorite Oregon spot
Yeah.
that Paul needs to go play at one time.
Mm-hmm.
We'll go up here.
The three of them pull the shortest distance. They gotta wear underwear on their head during next podcast. So John Bull and Tom Curley.
I used to have that distance on my phone too, and I forgot.
Yeah.
What track was that one there?
Sublimity, Oregon.
Sublimity, Oregon.
Okay.
That's a cool place to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Close
that's
to you there, Jason?
Yeah, that's pretty close to us. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
and that's
The only one that's close to us.
yeah. I lost the bet on that night.
Yeah.
I
Did you?
lost the bet.
Is that the
Yeah,
night we
everywhere.
tied, Chris? Is that the night we tied?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, me and Jason tied for first, and John was, I don't know, what'd you get that night? Fourth or fifth? Fourth.
Yeah.
And so the announcer said whoever loses between the three of us has to wear his underwear backwards or something.
On his head, yeah.
On his head, that was it. His underwear on his head.
Yeah.
Where's that
And
And
picture?
announced it to everybody.
Yeah.
Where's
and,
that picture?
yeah, I know, right? He never did do it.
You should follow
Oh,
that.
yeah, I
photo
did.
picture.
Was that a clean pair of underwear or like what you wore all day?
I put a pair of underwear on my head that were rubber ducks.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I got a picture of you standing in the rubber duck ones. I don't know if I have it on your head though.
I think everybody has that one.
Yeah.
We're gonna start off with Chris.
You went like 310.
Jason.
That's the one I had in my head too.
Oh, damn.
306. No. Yeah, 306.
Paul.
Go high or low, buddy. High or low.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 309.
And we also have another 309.
Oh, 309.
Yeah.
So, surprisingly enough, this rarely ever happens. The duck
No, it's over?
got it.
I got it.
314.03.
Nice. Nice.
That's only because Paul went low. See, if he would have went high, I would have lost.
Yeah, right. That's awesome.
Uh,
So our next one,
Works.
and our final one, is that same night, one of the Botsy twins. Let's see if they remember their numbers.
The Kish family entering. Craig Kish does a tremendous job and knows a little something about pulling, putting all of his energy and knowledge into the double ugly 2.
Woo! Kick that Dodge's ass.
I know, right?
That was a good one.
He went through his hole so fast he didn't even know where he
Man,
was.
I didn't even sit around.
And you know the thing was too, Paul, in that event that night,
Yeah.
we were going 1, 2, 3 in order.
That's right.
Wow.
I forgot
Yeah.
about
I
that.
was first, Jason was second,
Yeah.
Chris was third.
Yeah, what are the odds of that? I mean,
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It was an announcer's dream. He had
Yeah, no.
content beyond belief.
So you went what?
So-
You went 314? Is that what you went?
Yep.
Yeah.
Jason, your guess.
Oh my God.
This is when we tied,
The
man.
driver gets the guess.
326.
Was that what we went? I don't remember.
I don't remember.
Paul,
I was thinking 325.
Chris,
I want to say it was like 330.
Okay. Sounds better. I mean, that sounds way
It
better.
was 330 or 331. I can't remember exactly. Maybe it was 326. I don't remember.
I don't remember.
Whatever. Come on, dude.
Come on,
this
come
is
on,
a
come
hell
on.
of a rare moment because the Duck never wins twice in a row.
Oh,
331.04.
oh.
So,
Wow.
Paul, you should have went one higher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they tied it down to the nuts on that one.
Yeah.
331.04.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
That was
pretty good.
fun.
I needed to Flintstone it a little bit further.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
So you don't do a second pull off to see who wins then, huh? Not enough time to cool down or anything?
Yeah.
No, they got monster trucks and stuff coming in behind us. So
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, that was first night, wasn't it? Was that second night?
Second night.
Yeah. Or second night.
Oh,
yeah.
no, it was first night.
Yeah.
Boy, that,
Yeah, it was because the second night you won it
Yeah.
by yourself.
Well, that's
Or
right.
second by was second? I think I was second.
Yeah.
Anyways, he got the distance for the weekend.
Right. Yeah.
Jason
I find it interesting here. So, Chris, they call you the Duck all the time, right?
did.
But then you got John here that wore a pair of underwear with ducks on it. So was that your underwear that he had to wear or something, or how does this all work out here?
Yeah, we do a lot of shenanigans. And so my wife actually got him those underwear because didn't you wear a pair of fireman underwear or think one morning or something? I can't remember, but he sent pictures of his. I can't remember. I think it was fireman underwear. So Kimmy's like, I'm gonna fix that.
No.
What was it?
It was my lucky underwear that my wife bought me with her face all over them.
Oh, that's right.
My wife sent you guys in the group text the picture of those pair of underwear, and then I wore them to a pool, and I won the pool,
Yeah.
and they started calling them my lucky underwear.
Oh.
It's
Yeah.
duck envy, is what it is. It's duck envy.
So some of the things, some of the things that happen, it's
Red twin trunks, yeah.
Yeah.
Ducks get put in trucks.
Oh yeah, yep.
On
We did
trucks.
in 21. We put Jason and I may have had something to do with this. Is we stole the duck off of his throttle handle,
I used to have a muscle bound duck on my throttle handle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and
And,
we put a zombie duck on there.
Ugly duck. Yeah.
And the muscle bound duck ended up in Double Ugly,
Yeah.
and that's the night that Jason slipped off the throttle.
Without
His
a doubt,
hand-
yeah.
His hand slipped off the throttle. It was karma, baby. It was karma.
Yeah, I won't ever touch this duck again. Never gonna touch
for you,
this
huh?
duck again.
But there's always ducks getting put in different things.
Yeah.
we went to pools. My wife bought a whole bunch of little tiny miniature, little glass ducks or whatever, and we
Still
started
finding those
splitting.
damn things everywhere.
And the only
Yeah,
they thought somebody else at the pool was doing it.
Yeah.
That's the best
And
part.
we had all stayed the night, and so we're all on our way back is from Ukiah, and we had all went to breakfast at place in Williams, and my wife had a couple in her pocket, and my wife and Chris's wife Kimmy went into the restroom. When Kimmy went in the stall, my wife put 2 of them on the countertop in the bathroom, so when Kimmy come out, she's like, "What the hell?"
Oh, that's hilarious. That's awesome.
Then you knew who it was.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's great.
You know, it's always those kind of shenanigans that are going around.
It's fun. Yeah.
That's what makes it fun.
So we're gonna do one more thing on this. It's a 3 points swing for the win.
What is our points right now?
Right
Tell us
now,
what-
I got 2.
Jason's got 3, Chris has got 2, Paul's got 2.
Uh-oh. Tiebreaker here, Paul.
So this is gonna be a 3-pointer,
You got to beat Jason.
and
He's
it's
the
gonna
defending
be what place? did
Distance and
Swiss Power-
place.
What? No, this is just what place. It's one
Okay.
pool we already watched.
Okay.
What place did Swiss Power get that second night at Nashville? I'll give you a breakdown. There was 8 pullers in the class.
Did you do well?
I say, did 7 of them pull further than what he did?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm like, yeah.
There's 8 pullers. There's
Yeah.
8 pullers, which also included Uncle Sam, Thorne, Gremlin Rose, Takes a Lickin',
So heavy hitters.
Yeah.
Birchslinger.
Okay.
and Get Her Done. So we'll start off with Chris.
Oh, God.
Sucker.
I want to say he got 5th.
Jason.
That's what I was going to say. Jared, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. I'm going 4th.
Paul.
I'm going to say 3rd.
Oh. All right, Jared.
This seems to be a pretty memorable video from what it sounds like. So,
And it's a hell of a run, man.
yeah, it's a good run.
So the night before, he got 7th.
Okay,
We
so
did a
I remember
bunch of
7th.
changes.
That's what, yeah.
The night before, he got 7th. We moved the 150 pounds that we had in the front to the rear, and he got 5th.
Oh, nice job, Chris.
Still the champion of the world.
Chris finally pulls out his first win in 2025.
All right. Dethroned Jason finally.
Right.
And I didn't even have to use a watch.
Right. Well,
But
Massetti
Dave,
obviously wasn't-
Dave
Dave
does the
is-
same thing.
Yeah.
Jason's the high tech guy, I guess, because I don't understand none of this stuff here.
Yeah.
You know,
That was fun, guys.
That was fun. Yeah.
Thanks, Paul, so much for coming on, man.
I appreciate you guys inviting me on. It was fun.
course.
I enjoy it.
Yeah.
We'll
Yep. And then
forward to
you know
seeing you.
this whole month is pretty well packed solid for
Oh, boy.
polls this
Yeah.
month. Jeez.
You're gonna get tired of seeing us, Paul.
What's that?
You're gonna get tired of seeing us.
Oh, no, that's cool. Hey, I enjoy it. This whole deal. I mean, there's a lot right on. I mean, it seems like every weekend you got something going on.
Yeah.
Saturday deal is not so bad. That Friday one, well, it's a little bit tough because it's got to cut out of here early to
Right.
do all these
Yeah.
deals, you know. But
Yeah.
but it's fun. It's good. So we got all July. I mean, what are we gonna do with ourselves? You know, it's going to be a whole nothing going on then unless you go somewhere else.
Paul, just Paul.
Yeah.
Hey, our mission, we've already started. We're building, we're tired of picking them ramps up on that trailer to
Yeah.
go back and forth. So we're building a ramp door to put on that sucker. So that's
Yeah,
what
make
month,
it easier. Yeah,
July, that's what we're doing. We're putting a ramp door on that thing.
you bet. That's what John needs to do too.
Yeah.
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 That's a program. I mean, it's all right, but it's just,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make it
Push
easier to
the
load and
button.
unload.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
You waste so much time loading these things.
Yep.
The easier you can make it, the faster, the easier it is. But
Get that ramp
Yep.
door on there, a few little things, and I want to put a barbecue that slips underneath that sucker so you can pull it
Heck
out.
yeah.
Easy.
Yeah, there you
In
go.
and out and go for it. So
Hey, I know where we're gonna go eat.
yeah,
That's
we'll be
right.
swinging by.
yeah,
Let's
hey,
go
we got all that
do it.
time. You scale in, and you're sitting there waiting early, you know. I mean,
Yeah.
what else do? You barbecue, you know, and I mean that's
Yeah.
always fun. Everybody comes
Yep.
around, whatever. It's a good time. I enjoy that.
Heck yeah.
So right on.
Yeah, so upcoming for this month, Friday, it's there's 2 pulls. Luckily, out here on the West Coast, we got enough iron to cover both of them. First is Mike has Placerville.
Placerville.
Del Placerville.
Yeah. El Dorado
Uh,
County Fair.
I think El Dorado County Fair.
Yeah.
Then Friday night, which the 3 of us are going to be at, is going to be Stockton
Yep.
for Ag Fest.
Yep.
That's going to be a pretty good show. It's always got a lot of iron at it. It's part of the series that we're all involved in.
Pretty good track too.
Yeah,
At both places, actually. Placerville's a good track too.
both
so,
places.
Yeah.
Yeah, both of them got good dirt.
Yep.
But yeah, we're going to be in Stockton, Ag Fest. It's done the night before the kids have their auction for the animals.
Mhm.
So
That's
a lot
7,
of
right?
people. Yeah, I think it starts at 7.
7. Friday's usually 7.
Yeah, 7:00 show. Usually get a pretty good crowd there, especially being on that Friday night.
Yeah.
We always encourage everybody to, if they can come to the pool, go support the kids out in the fair too with their animals. Come back the next day, come buy an animal.
Yeah.
I know Trent Powell will be doing his raffle,
Yeah.
his ear tag raffle for the steer.
Yeah. Steer tag.
But yeah, that one usually gets to be a pretty good pull.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yep. Good time.
Max Cackle did it for quite a few years, and now Brian does it
Yeah.
for MLM.
Oh,
And then the following weekend, we go to Alameda County Fair for 3 days of hooks.
3 nights of pulling
That's awesome.
So
at the old horse track. So
we were going to have a whole bunch of pro mods coming, but somebody didn't get their motor back together in time. So unfortunately, old Double Ugly down there ain't going to make it.
well, that's all right.
No.
Hey, you still got time. Just got to, if you got all the parts, just start working on that sucker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we had all the parts, that'd be a great idea.
Part of it is only 30 minutes from my house.
Yeah, well,
See?
we're only missing, head gaskets and push rods, but who's counting?
Oh, that's minor stuff. Come
Minor
on.
stuff, yeah.
O'Reilly's has that. I mean,
Yeah, I got a whole bunch in the shed.
Right, yeah.
the Harbor Freight head gasket and throw it.
Right, yeah, exactly.
We know there's a motor in Stockton, complete,
Right,
ready to
yeah.
go. Drop in, go.
Paul's got spare head gaskets. He just replaced
Yeah.
his.
Here he does.
I
Yeah.
have lots of spares. Yep. Spare push rod sitting there, I mean,
Yeah.
I got a whole bucket full of pistons and rods. I mean, it's like, yeah, you got to sort through and see which ones look the best.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
You know?
Lots
You're
of
gonna have a whole wall of pistons set up in your
Yeah.
office.
Yep.
Oh, also
Yeah.
too, the one thing I did forget about Stockton is it is going to be live streamed.
Right.
I don't remember the name of the live stream. You go on MLM's
Speed-
Facebook page.
Speed or
I'm pretty sure
something?
Brian has it on there.
Television, I think. Speed TV.
Yeah.
Speed TV, I think it is.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
But Stockton will be live streamed.
That's
Yeah.
cool. Right on.
That's awesome.
So,
Get to
so
see
that one's
Paul
gonna
with
be live
wheels
streamed.
up.
Yeah.
Number 80 would be great, man. Was that a high five or so there?
Yeah.
Wheels up, and you're going to take out Steve this weekend, right?
Yeah.
Hey, I mean, the goal is just to get first, right? So, I mean, yeah, we'll see how it all plays out.
Stallions going down.
I stay humble and just let the work go, right? I don't want to jinx myself or nothing like that. So we'll just see how that plays out.
Corn cob to the front. Corn
Yeah,
dog.
dog.
40
I was
pounds.
gonna see a bunch of little corn cobs all over the place next to the ducks range.
Yep.
Don't give us no ideas, Paul. Am I
Yeah,
right?
right.
Hey, we always talk about it here. You know, when you get lucky to get some or whatever, right? Say, gotta feed the duck. We gotta have some corn to feed the duck all the time, right? So, I mean, so that's our Portuguese thing down here that we talk about when you're
Yeah.
going to get
Yeah.
some.
Nice.
So,
But yeah, Alameda's the following weekend, and we're all going to be over there.
Yep. Yep. 3 nights.
Hopefully,
That'd be a fun
everybody can come watch it and
Heck
come
yeah.
support the sport, and support the
First
kids.
time ever there.
Dyke Fest.
So, first time they've had a pool there.
Yeah, that'd be neat.
yeah,
Really neat.
it's always been horse races, I believe, right?
Don't see corn.
Uh,
Oh, we eat bears and code 3s and rabbits, and we eat it all. It's all good.
Hey, just listeners for John here, you know. So when I got my fire suit, well, Portuguese, we got short legs, and it came a little extra long, right? So I had mom hem it up and all that, so I'm not like walking on top of my fire suit. Suck that sucker down all the way, and it's still a little bit loose, you know. Well, what are you gonna do? So, anyways, we had one of the guys on our crew here got me some red suspenders. I never wore suspenders before. But I've been using them to hold them on. So I go there and show off to my wife's like, am I like the hunk of the month right now, you know? But they're fire engine red, so I'm thinking about John right there, right? Right in his color program, but
Yep.
I kind of
That's awesome.
mess
He's
around.
got them hanging around the shop there somewhere too, I think.
Yeah, probably.
Suspenders.
That's cool.
Got to keep things interesting a little bit, you know.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Fresh.
Always a good time.
Yep.
Oh yeah, but yeah, I mean, definitely we're going to go have a good time, and like we always do,
Very good.
everything.
Sounds
so
good. So
Yep.
hang
nice.
out a minute, Paul. Thanks for coming on. We want to thank Dylan and
Yeah.
Time to Play crew back there. Give
Yeah,
them
good
luck
luck,
this
man.
weekend.
Good luck this weekend. Yeah.
Farley.
yep,
Yep.
that'd be a good
And
one there.
also, we also need Rick and Corey too. Give them a shout out.
Yeah, for sure.
Good luck going back there.
Good luck to everybody back there.
So
Hope nobody
one day-
breaks.
Absolutely, yeah.
Got a bunch there, you know. I mean, you got Donnie Sullivan and those guys are going there.
Yeah.
Brent's
Yeah.
family, you know, and all that, you know.
Man, yeah.
And his
Yeah.
father-in-law going there too for the mini rods, and his wife's driving. So
Yeah.
should be a good time.
Right on.
You know, so yeah.
So we're gonna play it out with our funny intro tonight. It's a short one, so if the music gets us kicked off, it kicks us off. So
Right on. Well, thanks
Hold
again
on.
for everything and the invite. It's been fun.
Oh,
Stick
absolutely,
around, Paul.
Paul.
Thanks for
Thank you,
coming on,
man.
man. Yeah, it's great talking to you.
Yep.
See you
Stick
Friday.
around Friday.
Now, here's a little story I got to tell about three bad brothers you know so well. It started way back in history with that Rob and me. My team. Been had a little horsey named Paul Revere. Just me and my horsey in a quart of beer. Right